Welcome back, everybody. Kenny Smyson here. I do put out Starfield content every week, so be sure to hit that like and subscribe button. And we're continuing our habitat showrooms. Today we're going to be looking at the captain's quarters. The bottom floor, as you can see, there's no windows or doors, so that way you can see what's supposed to be on every wall. And the top floor has nothing but windows and doors, so we can see exactly what is in there. I will put timestamps below, of course, in the description, so you can hop straight to your favorite module and see what it looks like. And I did break up the alphabetical flow of this because I realized the Deimos and Stroud-Eklund were tend to be copies or reskins of each other, and so far the Hopetech and Taiyo are always reskins of each other. They just have like kind of different color palettes, so we'll go through those in pairs. And the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to actually be quiet so you can hear or not hear this. Nice quiet hallway here. And notice what happens when I drop down below. I don't know if you guys are picking that up, but for me it's a lot louder. It's got like this swamp cooler kind of sound to it. So worth noting, the Deimos does that, but the Stroud-Eklund doesn't, even though they're the same hab. So we got our table, TV back there. That's the wall that's easiest to lose anything off of. Just a little console right there. You got your shower. Got your nav console, Cora. And back here, if you put a window back there, you're going to lose the counter, which sucks. I love this couch to a point, but you can't put a window or door there or there on either of those walls because you'll lose it regardless. I wonder if that's because the windows are kind of programmed like a door, right? So it doesn't want to block the pathway. And, I didn't point it out, but there's this safe that's behind the counter, which you still have in the Deimos one, but over in the Stroud-Eklund one, that safe actually is not there, so worth noting. And the Deimos is lighter in color compared to the Stroud. And you lose that table with this window placement. And the Deimos has these boxes, which the Stroud won't have. It's really annoying you lose the table at that window, which you could keep that, but oh well. So here's the Stroud. So again, everything's pretty much the same, just darker in color compared to the Deimos. You got the safe back there, which I do like the darker color of the Stroud. I'm glad you keep that locker back there. And again, you don't have those boxes that the Deimos one would have right there. And the safe is not there. Alright, next up is the Nova Galactic. Got this little table over here. The one downside to this hab is that it doesn't have like a more proper table that you can sit at. But lots of seating. That curved couch, of course, which you lose regardless of which wall you put something on. And this one has the most kind of compartmentalized feel to it because the pathway is along the side of the hab right there, right? You got a locker, your bed. I wish this had a functional door, but it unfortunately is not. And back here we've got our non-functional little galley, just some clutter and stuff. Nice lived-in look to it. And a desk with no chair. And some storage shelving right there. And we'll head up top. I missed the jump. Okay. We still have the chair and that chest on the ground, but you do, of course, lose everything else. Although it does add this random little counter that the Nova Galactic 2x1s always do. Everything in the middle is the same, of course. And up here, you lose that little kind of non-functional galley, but you do get this counter with these consoles, which that's a staple of the Nova Galactic 2x1s here, thankfully. You get these little storage containers over here, and you still retain your desk and these shelvings in that crate, or cabinet. So if I were to choose if I were in a situation where I had to have a pathway through a captain's quarter, this would definitely be the one I do, because it's got the most compartmentalized feel with, kind of this narrow gap and a larger space back here with the sitting area. Alright. Well, that's the Frontier Hab. Next up is Hopetech, which is, of course, reskinned of the Taiyo. Hopetech being darker in color. Obviously, you lose that table when you put in a window, which really sucks. Now, pay attention to this little crate here, because I'm going to show you something about the Taiyo that's really annoying here in a second. Nice cluttered, messy towels and blankets everywhere. Most lived-in look to it. Alright. Heading on back here. You lose everything back here. Everything, everything, everything. The only thing is, back here you still have this stool and this screen here. And over here on the Taiyo, remember that panel I showed you? Well, that was because I wanted to show you guys how that table's just not here on this one. I don't know why. It's a reskin of the Hopetech, but the table's just not there. And you can see it. I was thinking maybe the ladder, but, well, no, the ladder is over on the Hopetech, but it's still just gone. So
I must confess,
lighter in color than the Hopetech, of course.
Makes me feel alive.
And just like the Hopetech, everything up here is empty, but then you still have your stool and your screen on that wall. And that is the captain's quarters. Next up, I think it'll be the computer core, right? Yeah. So we'll get to that here in the next week or so. Be sure to hit that subscribe button to see that. And I'm actually going to, once I finish the 2x1s, I'm going to go through and do the all of the 1x1s, in fact. I kind of realize that's important. Other than that, folks, take care, and I'll see you in the Starfield.